All right, Allison, what a day so far.
What a day.
Can you believe that we actually pulled off the first day of Advice Tech Live?
I can. Yeah. I mean, we were here for the whole thing and it really was
Yeah,
special. What a bunch of amazing presentations today.
it's true. It's amazing to see how many people came together in the community, actually pulled this off, mostly in a live environment. So thank you so much to everybody who attended so far. I'm curious, you spend a lot of time with these fintech companies.
Yeah.
What were the themes that you picked up that advisors need to kind of pay attention to when they look back at their notes?
Yeah, I have to say, this is our fifth year, as a lot of you know, doing this. And man, they've really brought it this year, the tech sponsors. Some of the presentations were really second to none. A couple themes, certainly the ability to have technology support what you're doing with your clients and actually help you save time and become more efficient. Tons of talk about AI today, and especially AI to simplify and to, again, bring efficiency to the office, which I think is really nice.
It was great to see that there were so many techs that were starting to think, how do I innovate the existing process, right? Like some of them were going to embed some AIs to just facilitate a process they already did, like Wealthbox, or even with nitrogen being able to scan the statements when you can't get aggregation to work. That happens all the time, right? Just so solving little problems with this newest tech, I think was really big. There's always standouts, I think, that I don't want to kind of call out too many people, but I really think what were the ones that you found that were really memorable?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's such a awareness to make sure clients are really connecting with the
Mhm.
deliverables that you're offering them.
Yeah.
So companies like Holistaplan with Tax Support 2.0, and like you said, Nitrogen, being able to take what some people might think is a bit of an antiquated thing, like a statement, and make it part of their efficiency process and making sure clients can see what's the most up to date. Along with just tools that are going ahead and allowing advisors to do what they do best. We say it all the time at Asset Map, making sure your highest time value is spent with your clients and not
Mhm.
doing back office functionality, Sam Russell said it herself, do it for me. How many advisors are
Totally.
wishing that their technology could actually do something on behalf of them so they can do what they think is most important?
Yeah, I think that was a theme I picked up a lot, right? I mean, even whether it was using AI or just kind of workflow automation, I mean, even companies like Blue Leaf and really getting to rebalancing and integrations and getting a kind of source of truth, I thought was really interesting. Virgil is always doing some really interesting things in terms of just accelerating the conversation, getting you right to an advice conversation really fast. And I think also FP Pathfinder, a lot of people miss this one. It's just they're giving so much utility for where advisors don't want to have expertise, but want those resources and content. But that was really cool to see. And you can't go very far now without the estates. I mean, recognizing that there are going to be four companies showing different estate approaches for getting the docs done. And even our own thing, we actually showed where we're putting legal documents, the existence of those legal documents in Asset Map. That doesn't exist in any financial planning tool. So I think we're starting to see much more awareness for the holistic perspective, and I'm excited to see these techs are really are giving advisors ways to talk about this. So,
Yeah, as we know, there's a big theme in the industry to make sure that you're the quarterback of that relationship. You're not passing business off to
mhm.
other financial professionals without you being involved as the advisor. And
Yeah,
not to give you a sneak peek of tomorrow, but I think you said it right. There's so many different topics that, like estate or investments, investment planning can be very complicated. Where these
totally.
companies like, Virgil and all these estate companies that are so happy that we're so happy to have at Advice Tech Live this year to take those complex topics, estate, financial planning, investments,
Mhm.
tax, and simplifying it for the advisors to provide, the utmost, advice to their clients is just a huge theme right now.
It's true. It's true. Tomorrow we're going to start at our booths open at 12:30 Eastern time. We're going to do a 1 o'clock set the stage with Craig and Kristen to talk about how to implement tech in your practice. And then we're going to start the first group demo C at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. We're going to start to see some much different tech, right? So we're going to see more advice engagement. We're going to see a data movement, some marketing, deeper planning. We're going to also see a bunch of estate, and the newest companies are all in section D. So we want to say the best for last. We have the newest stuff. We know would excite the most of you to see what's really coming out there from Asset Link and Riser and Pulse 360, some really cool stuff to facilitate better conversations. All really, really neat. And we're going to have some of our biggest sponsors going to be there, including Cheryl Nash moderating, just like Shannon did today. Great job from that group. Some of the biggest leaders in TAMPs and asset management. I mean, these guys manage over $1 trillion, Allison, together, from Dimensional, SEI, and Asset Mark. I mean, these guys are making a huge impact in all of our businesses. We want to find out how they're integrating this tech in their practice too.
Some of the most active chats today were during our panel with Tyrone, Jamie, and Erin,
Mhm.
respectively, which was just an incredible session led by Shannon Rossick. And those conversations about, where tech is going, whether it be a trust or a bank or, an
Mhm.
RIA, was really, really interesting today. And if anyone missed it, you have to check out that recording. It was pretty special.
Well, that's an important aspect. I think it's a great segue to close this up because right now, all of you have access right now to the replays for every different section. So if you want to go back and watch them, you could just watch them live. Pretty cool. I would recommend, though, that you go back in there for the fintech demos and vote. Many of you did not vote. And the voting there is for the 3 awards that we're giving for presenters here at Advice Tech Live this year. That's a new thing we're trying. But we want to get your votes in there. So please make sure you go hit the replay button back in the sections that you didn't actually vote in. And at the right, you'll see that awards voting. It'll be live for you if you have not completed it yet. We want to catalog all those votes. You know how it is. Count all the votes that matter. And as otherwise, it's going to become a popularity contest. Okay. So we know what that looks like. So I think the point is make sure that you get your voice heard. And if you really care about a company, make sure you get their name, get their credit. The other thing everybody should pay attention to is also please check out the booths. There's a lot of offers in there, Allison, that you know of
Yeah.
very well. People have put in live demos and short demos, videos to help understand these products. You're going to want to, if you haven't registered your whole team, or if there are other people in your team that really need to come in here, just tell them to register. You can register at any time in the next day. They can come back and watch the replays. We've really made this accessible, as hopefully you all know. Want to make it easy for you to go find out what's being built today. So go in there and have your team, your delegates, your paraplanners, your business partners who needed to hear that stuff. Tell them to go check it out. They can just register, no cost, just get it done. We obviously want to get exposure out there. We want you to see this new tech. And the last thing I would say is that if you're not getting engaged, there are already the leaderboard. Did you see it? There's already people on the leaderboard for texting and for DMing and checking boots. So what do people do there, Allison, to take advantage of that?
I mean, they could win a prize. So everybody loves a prize. And
What's the
yeah,
prizes? Does anybody know what the prizes are?
no, we're going to surprise people, but they are legit real prizes. They are sent
We
by
know we do.
yours truly. So
Yeah.
they're pretty special. And yeah, get involved. The chats have been lighting up this year. The ability to kind of interact with, your friends that you
Hmm.
might see here. You're able to chat between each other. I saw something really cool today, which there were questions coming in, and the fellow attendees were, chatting amongst themselves, answering questions and talking about tech they're having success with. So really, really cool stuff in the
Yeah,
chats, and the interaction you can do in this platform is pretty cool. So definitely come back tomorrow, engage with us, ask some good questions, take advantage of the polls, and absolutely go in and vote for your favorite tech platforms because, we just haven't done enough voting yet this month. So let's do a little more.
absolutely. All right. Well, with that, Allison, why don't we close this up? Let's close our day and let's get ready for tomorrow. We have a big day ahead of us. With
Sounds
that,
good.
thanks everybody for being here. And
See you
Allison, thanks
tomorrow.
for the awesome work you've done.
Oh, thank you. You too.